Today we are baking nut cake. My grandma Elizabeth used to make nut cake, and it was so good and so yummy. Always made it, she tended to make it around holidays. So what I'm adding is 1 cup of unsalted butter, which is an equivalent to 1 stick of unsalted butter. I'm adding in 1 cup of sugar, and I'm telling you guys, this is going to be sweet. I'm going to steam this up together. Nice soft butter. Now what I'm going to do next is I'm adding in 3 eggs. Guys, this is my junk bowl. 3 eggs. I call that my garbage bowl. All my eggshells or whatever we don't need ends up in here. Now I'm going to mix this all together, the eggs and the butter and the sugar. Okay, next thing I'm going to add in is 1 teaspoon of vanilla. Gotta find that little devil. Okay, 1 teaspoon of vanilla. Somehow we have a leaky vanilla. Somehow it's leaking out. I don't know where it's coming from. There must be a little leak here someplace. We're going to get this mopped up. Oh, jeez. Here we go. I smell like vanilla in here. No. Don't you go anyplace. We have enough problems with our vanilla. Okay, here we go. Now the next thing I'm going to do is add in my dry ingredients in a separate bowl. I'm adding in 2 cups of flour. Guys, it's December, and for some strange reason, we are having rain. Does anybody know why it's raining? I don't know why it's raining. It's just raining. I'm adding in 2 teaspoons of baking powder. That's my oven. It's just about ready to go. Here we go. Come on. Can't get that out. I think sometimes when we have damp weather, it does affect stuff from moving. There we go. There we go. Get this guy out. Come on out. There we go. Finally. I hate when it's damp like this. All right, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to whisk my dry ingredients together. Now what I'm going to do now is I'm going to alternate. I'm actually going to mix with my wooden spoon the dry ingredients. We're done with this guy. We're going to alternate the milk, 3/4 cup of milk with the dry ingredients, and then I'm going to add in my nuts. We have 1 cup of nuts here. It's going to be very sweet. First thing is the dry ingredients. I'm going to mix it together. For some certain things you cannot stir. Now I'm going to alternate with the milk. Now I'm going to add in 3/4 cup of milk, a little bit at a time. There we go. It's going to get very wet and lumpy looking. Don't worry about it. It's fine. I'm going to add in some dry ingredients. It's alternating. Yeah, it's so sad. I saw Santa Claus today, and it was raining. It's supposed to be snowing this time of the year. We're having odd weather here in New Jersey. Okay, I'm stirring the dry ingredients together. We had a cat emergency. Little Misty likes butter. Very odd for a cat to like butter, but this cat likes butter. I'm going to mix this up, and I'm going to add some more milk in. I don't know where she went, but she's around someplace, and she knows she's guilty. Now I'm going to add in the dry ingredients. All this lumpy out. Then I'm going to add in the chopped walnuts. By the way, these nuts are chopped walnuts. There's millions of kinds of nuts that you can get. These are chopped up walnuts. And I'm going to mix the nuts in 1 minute. That's why it's called nut cake. Okay. Now the next thing I'm adding in are my nuts. Add a little bit at a time. It's going to be a really good cake when it's done. They have to be chopped walnuts. It actually came that way. Here's the bag. These are chopped walnuts. It even says so on the bag. See? Chopped walnuts. Okay, now what I'm going to do is, I'm going to put it in these greased cake pans. Sometimes you get a huge cake pan, but unfortunately, we don't know what happened. We moved a lot, so we don't know what happened to a lot of our stuff. So I'm going to put it in 2 separate cake pans, okay? Okay, I'm going to spread it out. Yeah, my grandmother used to make a nut cake all the time. But sometimes recipes just go with them when they die, and it's very hard to really remember it 100%, but this is as close as we can get it to her recipe. Her name was Grandma Elizabeth, and she was some cook. Oh. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it in the 350 oven, second shelf up. Try to center it as much as you can. At 350, I would say about 15 to 20 minutes it should be done. Then we go to the next step. And here we have the nut cake. It's a little lighter than most of them, but this is how my grandmother used to make it. And what I'm going to do is, I'm going to put a dash of confectioner's sugar all over the top of the cake. Oh. It's going to be so good. A little bit more. It's going to be sweet, but it's very sweet. I'm warning you how sweet it is. This is actually powdered sugar. Here we go. And here we have homemade, come on baby, nut cake. Look how beautiful that is inside. Oh, it's going to be so good to eat later. Deborah White's Home Country Kitchen. Have a wonderful day. Oh, it's going to be really good. Well, confectioner's sugar makes all the difference.